Namaskar everyone, myself Archita and today I will be explaining the Little Red Book quotation from Chairman Mao Zedong from chapter 12 to 21. Let's start with chapter 12. Chapter 12 titled Political Work. In this chapter, Mao Zedong consistently emphasized that political work was the heart and soul of the Communist Revolutionary Army, placing ideology at the heart of military organization. From the creation of Red Army in 1927, the army integrated party representatives and political departments to ensure unity within the ranks and a close bond with the people. Mao stressed the soldier must understand not only how to fight but why they fight to liberate the working class and peasantry. This deep sense of purpose built strong unity between officers, soldiers, and the masses, making the army more than just a fighting force. And discipline, Mao believed, should be built through shared values and mutual respect, not by fear. Harsh board practice like corporal punishment were banned. Instead, the army promoted democratic structure like soldiers' committee and mass campaign such as the three checkups to ensure participation, accountability, and internal cohesion. Even during pauses in battle, ideological training never stopped. Institutions like anti-Japanese military and political college focused on creating fighters who were not only skilled but also politically conscious and adaptable, soldiers who could lead and inspire. Mao also extended this belief in political education beyond the military. He argued that without a correct political viewpoint, a person was like a body without a soul. This applied to students, intellectuals, and government officials alike. For Mao, political understanding was essential to turning the army and the broader revolutionary movement into a force capable of achieving lasting social transformation. Chapter 13, titled Relation Between Officers and Men. In this chapter, Mao Zedong emphasized that the Chinese Revolutionary Army must always follow two key policies. First one, to be ruthless towards enemy, and the second one, kind, united and respectful toward comrades and the people. He believed that the strength of the army came not just from the strategy or weapon but from the deep care, mutual respect or support, and ideological unity. Soldiers and officers were encouraged to speak openly about each other's mistakes and correct them through mutual respect. Mao stressed that the root of the good relationship within the army and with the masses was not just proper methods but a fundamental attitude of respect for people's dignity, including that of surrendered prisoners. He rejected coercion or commandism, insisting that persuasion and education were the only valid approaches when dealing with comrades or the people. Ideological transformation, he argued, takes time and patience. It cannot be forced. Even when pointing out flaws, one must act with the goal of uplifting and uniting, not mocking or attacking. Mao's vision of revolution was grounded in compassion, respect, and the power of unity. The next chapter is chapter 14, titled Relation Between the Army and the People. In this chapter, Mao Zedong emphasized that for an army to be truly strong, it must be deeply connected to and trusted by the people. He believed revolutionaries should rely on the people's strength, assist them in their struggle, and build mutual respect through close ties and services. This unity had to be two ways. While the army served and respected the people, the government had a duty to support soldiers and their family. Such reciprocal care ensured a solid foundation for revolutionary success. To strengthen these bonds, ideological education was essential. Mao insisted that every soldier and commander understand the importance of unity with the masses and the role of mutual support in revolutionary work. Mao also introduced annual self-examination campaign during the first lunar month where both the army and the government would publicly reaffirm pledges to cherish the people, to support the army and care for the soldiers' family. These events encourage self-criticism, not blame, allowing both sides to correct mistakes and improve behavior, preserving unity and revolutionary purpose. Chapter 15, Democracy in the Three Main Fields. In this chapter, Mao Zedong emphasized that real democracy must be practiced within both the army and the Communist Party to build strength, unity, and discipline. He praised the Red Army's internal democracy, where officers, soldiers were treated equally, financial matters were transparent, and open communication was encouraged. Mao condemned feudal practices such as bullying and authoritarian behavior, insisting instead on shared hardship between ranks to foster solidarity and improve combat effectiveness. He believed that genuine party democracy enabled creativity, responsibility, and criticism, urging members to say all you know without reserve and not blame the speaker. To promote open and honest discussion. To deepen this democratic spirit, Mao launched the three checkups and three improvement campaign. In the army, the checkup examined class background, duty performance, and will to fight, while the improvement aimed at organizational strengthening, ideological education, and better work style. Soldiers were also encouraged to participate in the managing supply and planning combat operations. However, Mao in this chapter warned against ultra democracy, a kind of undisciplined individualism that could harm unity. He maintained that democracy must always support collective strength, discipline, and the revolutionary mission. The next chapter is chapter 16, titled Education and the Training of Truth. In this chapter, Mao Zedong believed that the importance of education in building a socialist society, ensuring that education helped people develop morally, intellectually, and physically while fostering socialist consciousness and culture. He believed education for cadres should focus on practical issue of the Chinese Revolution and avoid static study of Marxism and Leninism. In May 1941, he called for a more dynamic approach to education, especially for military schools, where strong leadership and clear education policies were critical. In this chapter, Mao also highlighted the importance of integrating political and military training, ensuring that internal unity and moral were prioritized. His soldiers teach soldier, officers teach soldier, soldiers teach officers approach, discussed in December 1945, was aimed at fostering mutual learning, where fighters with practical experience shared their knowledge with officers. Furthermore, Mao in this chapter stressed that military training should focus on improving technical skills like marksmanship and night operation while also reinforcing tactics. His education philosophy underscored the necessity of training individuals who could both engage in warfare effectively and be deeply rooted in socialist value. The next chapter is chapter 17, titled Serving the People. In this chapter, we will talk about Mao's view about serving the people. According to Mao, serving the people was all about putting others first and always thinking about the needs of the whole population, not just yourself or a small group. He believed that Communist Party should never separate from the people and that serving them was both a political duty as well as a moral responsibility. Mao praised Comrade Within, a Canadian doctor who worked selflessly with the Chinese Communists during the War of Resistance against Japan. As a perfect example for everyone to follow. He showed that true dedication means putting people's need above your own. Mao also taught about democratic centralism, where people in the party and government could openly share their ideas and criticize problems, but once a decision was made, everyone had to support it. This system helped keep the party and the government united, disciplined, and focused on serving the people. Mao also connected serving the people with the idea of sacrifice in the revolution. He said that dying for the people is a noble and important act, much more meaningful than dying for oppressor. Now we will move on to the chapter 18 titled Patriotism and Internationalism. In this chapter, according to Mao, a true communist should be both a patriot and an internationalist, especially in struggle for national liberation. He explained that patriotism depends on whether a nation is oppressed or oppressing other. For example, the patriotism of imperialist power like Japan or Nazi Germany was reactionary, while revolutionary patriotism means fighting for the freedom of oppressed people like China fighting against imperialism. Mao also said that workers and oppressed people worldwide must unite across national border to fight imperialism, exploitation, and oppression. He called for a united front of people from Asia, Africa, Latin America, and beyond to resist US imperialism and promote global peace and liberation. This international solidarity was vital for the success of socialism everywhere and for each country liberation. Socialist country where worker hold power had a special role to support international struggle. Mao said China, after winning national liberation, should help other in Asia, Africa, and Latin America fight imperialism. But he warned against great power chauvinism. Strong countries he believed that strong countries should stay humble and never dominate other. According to him, true patriotism is modest and always aimed at uniting worker worldwide and building peace. The next chapter is chapter 19 titled Revolutionary Heroism. According to Mao, he praised the unbreakable spirit of the Chinese Communist Party and its army and the people in their revolutionary struggle. He described the Red Army as a force that would keep fighting even if only one soldier remained, showing fearless sacrifice and determining despite hardships. The revolution was built on the sacrifice of many martyrs who paved the way for China's liberation, and Mao urged the people to continue their fight. He remembered how the Kuomintang betrayal during the northern expedition broke the united front and brought chaos, but the Communist Party never gave up. Instead, it revealed strength through People's Army and land reform, laying the foundation for a new China. Mao in this chapter also highlighted that the revolution's power came from the courage and unity of the people. But Mao also warned that victory should not lead to arrogance. Even heroes and model workers must stay humble and serve the masses. The real power of the revolution was in collective unity, humility, and dedication to the people. Mao most importantly stressed the nation's determination to fight to the very end, reclaim lost territory, and stand proudly among the world nation, not as victims but as self-reliant fighters inspired by the people will. This message celebrated past sacrifices and inspired ongoing struggle and future triumphs. Now we will understand chapter 20 titled Building Our Country Through Diligence and Frugality. In this chapter, Mao stressed that although China was a large socialist country, it was still economically backward and poor, requiring decades of hard work to develop. He insisted that diligence and frugality were essential principles, not just virtues but necessities, for building a prosperous socialist nation. Mao urged all sectors, be it factories, shops, cooperatives, and government, to practice thrift in everything, warning against wastefulness, especially during war and reconstruction, and emphasizing the needs to value manpower and resources carefully. Uh, in 1945, Mao condemned corruption and waste as serious crime and called for strict accounting to save every penny for the war effort, revolution, and economic construction. He criticized some officials for being disconnected from the masses and overly focused on personal gain, recommending that they return to production work to reconnect with the people. Also, in Mao held the army's production efforts as a model example. He explained that army-led production improved soldiers' living condition, eased the people's burden, and strengthened unity between officers and soldiers. Far from harming combat readiness, labor discipline in production actually enhanced it. Mao pointed out six benefits of army production, which include better relationship with the people and boosting with the wider national production campaign. Also, Mao rejected the idea that production work interfered with military or political duties. He showed that even during wartime, army unit involved in production succeeded in fighting and political study and literacy efforts, while also building stronger unity within the army and the people, within the army and between the army and the people. Now we will move on to the next chapter, or the last chapter which I will be explaining, chapter 21, titled Self-Reliance and Arduous Struggle. In this chapter, Mao Zedong strongly believed that China's revolution and socialist development had to be built on self-reliance and the country's own efforts. While he accepted that the possibility of international support, he insisted that China must not depend on foreign aid but instead rely on the creative power of its people and the army. After defeating Japan, Mao warned that was real struggle was just beginning, urging cadres to stay humble, work hard, and reject any illusion of easy victory. He also emphasizes that facing difficulties honestly, saying that only by recognizing and understanding problem could they be overcome. Mao also encouraged workers, peasants, intellectuals to take on challenge boldly and see work as a process of struggle and problem solving. To inspire perseverance, he retold the fable of the foolish man who removed the mountain, symbolizing how persistent efforts and unity can overcome in the greatest obstacle like imperialism and feudalism. Thank you.